Okay, everybody, I've been seeing this all over TikTok, so you don't want to pass out on this because it is actually super fun to do. You want to pick up a picture of your choice at any local thrift store, and we're going to paint it. So I didn't really like the white border of it, so I just used a sponge and some black paint. Just dab that all throughout until it was covered. Let that dry. And then what you want to do is grab some white paint and start outlining the girl or boy or any figure that's on there, or even if it's a blank picture, just start drawing some ghosts into it. And you want to just cover it up really well. And I did end up doing 2 coats just because the original picture was kind of peeking through. You want to allow that to dry. I went around it with some gray acrylic paint just to kind of give it some shading. And then right next to the ghost, I decided to use some orange acrylic paint, and we're going to make a cute jack-o'-lantern. At first, I made it a little small, so I changed it up and made it really big because there was a plate right there, so I wanted to cover that up entirely. At first, I wanted it to look like it was just sitting on the plate, but then I was like, no, this is way too small. Let's just paint the entire thing and cover that plate up. So this also took 2 coats. Let that dry. Then I drawed on my jack-o'-lantern face and painted that with black acrylic paint. And then just used some brown acrylic paint to paint the stem of the pumpkin. And guys, this acrylic paint doesn't have to be expensive. You could go to Walmart and get their like 60-cent paint and do this project. Now, she is holding a duck, and I am a huge fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, so I decided to paint the duck a brighter yellow, paint the beak with orange acrylic paint, and if you guys know Nightmare Before Christmas, the toy that is in that movie is a little scary. It's a little spooky. So it does have some bullet holes in it. So I did end up putting some bullet holes onto the duck and then just have a little bit of blood coming out of it. And then don't forget to put the black acrylic paint for the ghost's eyes. And then use more black acrylic paint to paint the duck's eye, and then just dab some white paint in the eye. And then on the left side of the ghost, I just painted a tombstone and just wrote RIP on it with more black acrylic paint. And I wanted the water to be extra spooky, so I just kind of mixed up some red acrylic paint with a little bit of black and just kind of kept blending it until I was satisfied to how it looked. Then I started to add some white acrylic paint into it because I wanted it to look like there's maybe like a moon reflection off of it. But just keep blending until you're satisfied to how it looks. And then there were some ducks in the water, but I wanted just to block them off. So I decided just to add another ghosty friend. So just more white paint, draw in the eyes, do some shading if you need, and then put it in its original frame. And there you go, guys. I hope this inspires you, and please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.